What are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? Working. Who do you think's been covering for you while you were away?
Is this a wind-up?
Well, I do have a stake in this business.
Well, I don't want you here.
Tough.
Oh, just so you know, I'm not in the mood for a chat.
Fine.
Aaron? I heard the door go about 6. Come on, sit down, have a coffee.
Why don't I think before I do stuff?
Because you're human.
I've handled this really badly.
You acted out of love. Now stop blaming yourself. There's only one person to blame, and that's Gordon. I can't believe I brought him back here. I even encouraged the bloke to forge a relationship with Aaron.
You weren't to know.
I am so sorry, Chaz.
How do you think I feel? I'm his mum. I'm supposed to protect him.
Come on. It's not your fault.
I just wanted to help him. What if I've just made everything worse?
I won't tell you again. Put that away.
I'm gonna be a bridesmaid. I want to look nice.
Bit short notice for a head transplant. You looked in the mirror recently.
All right, enough you two.
What do you think of this one, Lawrence?
Very girly.
Yeah, and who's betting it's the most expensive?
So we can afford it.
Excuse me?
Well, we can.
Lawrence isn't made of money.
Don't hear you saying that when he takes you on a spending spree.
I said, put that away.
Right, well, if I'm going to get back for these interviews, I better get going.
What interviews?
For the assistant gamekeeper's job, we've had quite a few applications. None of them very inspiring, I'm afraid, but I've managed to whittle them down to 4.
Yeah, well, if we're going to give someone run of the estate and a cottage on the site, it has to be someone that we can trust.
Easier said than done, especially when we're interviewing complete strangers. Right, well, I better go.
Can I have a lift to the bus stop?
Yes, if you're ready to leave now. I'll see you later.
I'm off for a shower.
We can afford it. Talk about taking the mick.
Yeah, well, Gabby's not the only one. Poor Dad. I think it's time I looked out for him.
And I apologise for cancelling at such short notice, but I will be with you first thing tomorrow morning. Yes, unforeseen circumstances, sorry. All right, see you then. Bye, bye.
What unforeseen circumstances?
Us. You're all right, we need to talk. So, I've cleared the diary. Cancelled all of today's appointments.
But yesterday you didn't want to talk.
Today I do.
What's brought this on?
You? I don't like the person I've become, Paddy. I feel bitter all the time. And we're dead in the water if we don't do this.
So, where do we begin?
The night you met her.
We've been through all this.
No, not properly, we haven't. I was too upset then. I couldn't think rationally, but now I feel ready. Okay. So, you said when you were in the car before... you talked to her about stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that you couldn't talk to me about. So what did you talk about? What stuff could you tell her that you couldn't tell me?
It's lovely. Really pretty.
I was early for the bus, so I thought I'd show Dad the bridesmaid dress I want.
And you say that Lawrence is willing to buy it for you?
He will when I ask him. What? I've only planted the idea so far.
Where did you get that?
The fishmongers. The shop, obviously.
I thought I said you couldn't have that.
No, you didn't.
Stop answering back.
Well, she didn't. What she said was she wouldn't buy it for me.
So you stole it?
Of course I didn't.
So how come you have it?
Jacob gave us.
Right, OK, we'll go and ask him.
You can't.
Why?
Because David doesn't know.
Really?
Really.
Well, he's going to find out soon, because we're going to go and see him. Come on.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. And thanks for coming. We'll be in touch. This is pointless. Are you sure I can't persuade you to move into the gamekeeper's cottage?
I can't. Megan needs me.
Look, even for a few weeks, at least until these damn poachers have gone. Hmm?
It's just, baby could come at any time.
Have you got a sec?
I'll put kettle on.
You know, I'm beginning to think we'll never find anyone. You'll never guess what the last candidate had. A bird phobia.
Dad, you're not going to like this, but,
Oh, don't like the sound of this.
it's about Bernice.
What's she done now?
Yesterday, I caught her flirting with the plumber.
Well, that's hardly the crime of the century.
Have you forgotten what happened with Andy?
Maybe we should end this conversation now.
Dad, she cheated on you the night before your wedding.
Will you just leave this?
Oh, come on, it doesn't get much lower than that.
She is not cheating on me. And before you say anything else, she's my wife. I trust her.
My God, why are you so blind to it?
And why must you keep meddling? I won't tell you this again, Chrissy. Back off.
Bye, love. See ya.
Hang on. Oh, no, you don't.
Hey?
What do you know about this?
Nothing really.
So you didn't give it to Gabby?
Just tell them.
Yeah, I gave it her.
See, I didn't nick it.
Technically, it is still stealing.
What's going on?
Jacob gave Gabby this, but she didn't pay for it.
It's all right.
It's only Epoxy magazine.
Gabby, back here now! I'm really sorry about this.
Not sorry as he's going to be.
Well, don't be too hard on him, because I think Gabby twisted his arm. Come on.
Reckon we've earned a brew yet? You know, I am on your side. So was your mum.
Yeah, and what she did was stupid.
Yeah, of course it was. She won't be the only dingle to do something stupid. Probably won't be the last either, not the way you're carrying on.
Is this you trying to cheer me up?
Look, it was always going to come out eventually. Surely you knew that.
Yeah, well, knowing it and it actually happening are two different things.
Well, I thought you'd prepared yourself for that.
What, everyone feeling sorry for me?
What are you on about? Nobody's feeling sorry for you. They want justice for you.
Yeah, well, maybe they have more faith in the legal system than I do.
Listen to me. I know this isn't the route you wanted to go down, but I promise it's the right way to go. And in the end, it's going to work out. And maybe everybody knowing, maybe it's a good thing.
And how'd you work that out?
Because everybody's on your side. Aaron, you owe it to yourself to see this through.
And how am I supposed to do that? I can't even find Sandra.
What?
I came home early from Ireland to try and track her down. I thought if I could find her, then she'd back me up. She was my only hope, and I can't even manage that.
He fancied the pants off you. Give him a ring.
Would you drop it?
You've been given the green light by Lawrence. What is stopping you?
Sorry, am I interrupting something?
No.
So, you phoned Tony yet?
Told you.
Well, why would I phone him? The toilet's fixed.
Oh, don't act so naive, Bernice.
Sorry?
I saw the way you were with him.
Aye, but did you see the way he was with her?
She's supposed to be married to my dad.
Yeah, well, if he provided the full package.
And guess what I found in your bag?
You rummaged through our bag?
You've no right to do that.
Yeah, well, I didn't. You asked me to answer your phone, remember?
It's his business card. So what?
Which you told me you binned yesterday.
Well, I fished it out again.
And why was that, Bernice?
Because I thought his number might come in useful. Have you gone completely potty?
Well, it wouldn't be the first time you've cheated on my dad.
Eh?
You don't love my father. What you love is his money. You and that brat of a daughter of yours seem to spend enough of it.
Oi, you cannot speak to her like that, right?
Yeah, well, we've been here before, Bernice. And you managed to worm your way out of it last time. I think your luck might be just about to run out. And then my father will see you for exactly what you are. A nasty little gold digger.
And then he turned up at the hospital and threatened me. He told me the grain silo accident was just a warning. If I didn't keep my mouth shut, he'd find a way of hurting you and Leo.
Leo was in danger and you didn't tell me.
I couldn't. I didn't know how you'd react.
No, but you could tell her.
I swear on my life, she could have been anyone. She was just there, and that would have been it. I'd never have seen her again. And she turned up at the pub.
All right, so is there anything else you haven't told me, or is that it?
When I had my arm in a sling, and I told you I'd cut it on barbed wire, I hadn't. Robert shot me. He'd managed to get Aaron to meet him in a cottage in the woods. Rona, if I hadn't got there, he'd have killed him. And that's when...
When what, Paddy?
That's when I found out he'd killed Katie.
Oh, my God. He killed her? Robert killed Katie? You've known all this time and you never said anything?
I couldn't. It was an accident. Aaron was involved. I was trying to protect him.
And I was trying to protect us by not going to the police about Kieran. But you totally disagreed. You said nobody has the right to get away with murder. You hypocrite! Who are you, Paddy? Who the hell have I been living with?
Must be brass monkeys at that caravan.
I tend not to sit around in my underwear.
Well, if it gets too much, come and stay here.
You selling up?
Sorry to interrupt. Are you looking for somewhere to live?
Well, I'm fine for now.
Then again, if you were to offer him a room up at yours, I don't think he'd say no.
Oh, well, strangely enough, we're looking for someone to move into the cottage on the estate.
Really?
Yeah.
Looks like you've been saved from hypothermia.
And how much do you want?
Nothing. You would get the cottage for free in exchange for some groundskeeping duties. We're having a bit of trouble with poachers at the moment, so we want to up the security.
I'm happy working for Moira, thanks.
No, it wouldn't interfere with that. It'd be mostly evenings. We just thought by having someone on site, it might be enough to see the poachers off. I mean, we'd ask you to keep an eye out, obviously, but it's all very doable stuff.
And Lawrence will be okay with that?
I don't see why not.
Well, I am Bernice's ex.
Oh, I think we're all grown-ups here, Andy.
So do you know anything about Sandra?
Only that she doesn't want to be found.
Well, what about where she worked? They must have some information about her.
Nothing.
Well, she can't have just vanished.
Well, she may as well have. Trust me, it's pointless. I know when I'm beat. Let's just get back to work, yeah?
Yeah, it's me. You couldn't do us a favour, could you?
This isn't about you having an affair anymore, Paddy. This is about you leading a double life, and it makes me feel sick! Sorry.
The school phone said it couldn't get hold of you. He's had a meltdown.
Who in their right mind comes in for a job like this on crutches? I wouldn't mind, but he admitted himself he's got chronic gout.
Tea or coffee?
Yeah, what a complete waste of a day. Oh, look, I'm sorry about, maybe I was a bit harsh.
Oh, no, me too. It's forgotten. How are the interviews going?
2 words, they aren't.
Good job I've got you another candidate, then.
Oh, tell me more.
Well, he's experienced, he knows the lay of the land, and more importantly, I can guarantee that he's not going to rob us.
How can you be sure?
Because we know him.
Perfect. See how marvellous my daughter is, Sam? So, come on. Who is it?
Andy. And what's more, he can move in straight away.
Hey. What's that?
Gabby, all that business this morning. I'm just feeling out of my depth.
Well, I have to admit, I think she has become a bit of a prima donna since she moved to Home Farm.
And that's what's worrying me.
How do you mean?
I never thought I'd say this about my own daughter, but she's becoming someone I don't like.
Well, maybe they're spoiling her.
If she thinks Lawrence is willing to spend that amount on a bridesmaid's dress... Should I have a word with Bernice?
Do you know what? I don't think that's a bad idea.
As long as she doesn't take it the wrong way.
Why would she? She'll probably be relieved that we brought it up.
I'll cut to the chase. Don't you think that working here might compromise your position at Butler's?
Maybe this was a bad idea.
I'm sorry, I didn't think this would be a problem. Thank you for coming in, Andy. Sorry for wasting your time.
No, it's okay. Well, I hope you find someone.
I won't be holding my breath.
The job's yours.
Eh?
Well done. And, welcome on board.
So, do I know him, or is it a stranger?
Drop it, Kerry.
No, not until I found out who you got it on with.
Not a hope in hell.
Ah, so Chrissy's right. There is someone. Oh, what can I do for you two? I'm not going to let this go.
We wanted to talk about Gabby, if you have a minute.
All right. Can you go upstairs and do something?
Fine. I'll go and twiddle my thumb, shall I?
So come on then. What's she done now?
It's her behaviour lately. If she can't get what she wants, she tends to become rather unpleasant.
Tell me about it. And willful. I mean, look what she did to her eyebrows. I don't know. Teenagers, eh? Nightmare.
We think she's being spoilt.
In what way?
Well, what Gabby wants, Gabby seems to get.
I'm not apologising for giving her the best.
No, we're not asking you to.
She's had a lot to deal with recently.
Exactly. And the thing about Lawrence
And
is...
I think you having dementia. And that's a big thing for a young girl to get her head round. And then there was your drinking. And then she just gets used to the two of you not being together when suddenly it's back on again. So don't start blaming me for her behaviour.
We're not. We're just...
You need to look at your own setup before you start casting aspersions.
Casting what?
Aspersions! In fact, I think you got a flaming cheek if you ask me. I just hope you haven't got any more surprises in store for her.
You want some juice?
You all right?
Fine.
You sure?
Absolutely. And I'd like us to forget all about the conversation that we had before.
Sorry?
It never happened, Paddy.
I really don't know what's going on.
Well, it's simple. Everything that we said, we put it in a box and we never open it again. Then we move on.
That's ridiculous. We can't do that.
We can and we have to. Because when I think about all the lies that you have told me... Look, there's no other way that I can do this. Not if you want us to carry on living together without me constantly... Us talking was a mistake. So we delete it. And then we get back to how things used to be. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Good. I thought we'd have chops for tea. Hey. Didn't realise you were back. How have you been? Work?
Yeah.
Look, about yesterday.
Just leave it, Mum.
I was stupid. I didn't think.
I won't argue with that.
I'm so sorry.
I shouldn't have put you in that position.
Hi. Can I...
I'll leave you to it.
I thought I managed to shake you off.
I found her.
Who?
Sandra.
How?
Does it matter? She's changed her name to Sandra Flaherty.
Well, have you spoken to her?
No, I thought you should do that.
Where's she living?
Just outside York.
Right.
So, what do you want to do with this? Do you want to put it in the bin? Or, tomorrow, do you want to go and see her and get the evidence you need to put him away for good?
Well, Nick makes Robert an offer he can't refuse, and Tracy puts the screws on Carla. Your Wednesday night Coronation Street's on the way next. Then right after that, we're off to the O2 Arena in London, where Ant and Dec are live to host this year's Brit Awards. That's at 8 o'clock.